Jeep Grand Cherokee. I think it's called a TRACKHAWK. So remember this video of this vehicle, because you're going to see it. The three men run. Again, all related to Sheff G. They get into that vehicle right here, which is the Jeep that we've been talking about. That Jeep takes off.
Welcome back to InTheStreetzTV, and today we still talking about Brooklyn's own Sheff G. So before we get into this video, y'all already know the routine. Make sure y'all smash that like button, and if y'all not subscribed to this channel, make sure y'all subscribe with post notifications turned on. Now, as we cover this Sheff G RICO case, the DA and the prosecutor has pulled video from Sheff G's phone and multiple YouTube videos catching Sheff G and his crew in 4K. Now, this clip I'm about to play is Sheff G picking up his brand new Jeep Grand Cherokee and days later using it in the commission of a crime and leaving it abandoned.
We're going to play a very short video of Sheff G buying a very expensive Jeep Cherokee. It's only relevant because that vehicle is later used in it. That we believe the evidence shows that he was directly responsible for. So let's play this video. Jeep Grand Cherokee, I think it's called a TRACKHAWK. So remember this video of this vehicle, because you're going to see it involved in the that took place on April 6, 2021. What's important to know about this is that a day before or 2 days before, Sheff G's home in Short Hills was attacked and was shot up, and he believed, and the gang believed, that rivals were responsible for shooting his home up in New Jersey.
So right after he bought that TRACKHAWK, he used it in a commission of a crime in order to retaliate on one of his ops that sprayed his New Jersey home with bullets. Now, you telling me you have all this money that you have to use your car? You can't get a hoopty? You can't pay somebody to give you a hoopty? Now, I'm not encouraging violence or crime, but at the same time, this is common sense. If you go and do crime, do it right.
Michael Williams, who we allege is the driver of the vehicle, Tony Darden, and Oliver Martinez, and the other folk, Kendrick Austri. Those two men are first cousins to Michael Williams, Sheff G, and then, like I said, Oliver Martinez dates his sister. They're trying to get revenge on the person that they believe is responsible for giving up Sheff G's house in New Jersey. And when that house, there were family members in the home. And so what you're going to see is there's three guys there. They start to up the block towards the top of the TV monitor. That white SUV you see on the right-hand corner is actually on the same side of the street that they're on. It's just there so you can see it. So it's further up the block towards the Checkers. And you'll see one victim get there, a 43-year-old woman, innocent bystander. Then up the block by the Checkers is a 53-year-old male who gets completely innocent bystander. You'll then see the three men, after they engage in run back to this Tomahawk Jeep that you just saw in the other video, shoot at his shoulder. The three men run, again, all related to Sheff G. They get into that vehicle right here, which is the Jeep that we've been talking about. That Jeep takes off. The Jeep is followed. The police department did a great job in getting the video, following, getting license plates, doing everything they need to do. Gets on the highway. What I should say is that when they're up the block, right there, if you know the neighborhood, the Playgrounds is there. And there's a bunch of children playing soccer and scores of kids in the park who had to scatter from. Anyway, the Jeep takes off, and ultimately it's tracked into Manhattan, where it's ditched and ultimately recovered by the police department.
So I guess Sheff G and his crew think they really playing GTA in real life, like they cars cannot be tracked. Especially them TRACKHAWKs. Them TRACKHAWKs have GPS in it. So even if you leave it abandoned, it's gonna get found. at the end of the day. That car is registered under your name or somebody close to you, so it's gonna track back to you. These dudes was tracked by their cars, they was tracked by their cell phones, they was tracked by their text messages. These dudes was under investigation for 5 years, and in that 5 years, nobody thought to let me fall back. We did enough, we getting too much money, let's get out the hood, let's not go back to the hood. Like, come on, man, where's common sense?
I'll talk about this, what they believe this turncoat who gave up Sheff G's address. Ultimately, 10 members of the gang captured him one day, kidnapped him, drove him off to a cemetery in Brooklyn, and started to beat him to death. He was saved because some random person called 911 and the police responded. And video of the beating was captured. We're not going to show it because it's so, but to say that he came within inches of his life is not an understatement. Those individuals were charged with kidnapping and assault. But the revenge went beyond this turncoat. They wanted to get revenge at the group they believed Sheff G's house. That is this group called the Babies. You'll see a text message between Sheff G.
Now let me just say this. Do these dudes watch Power? Do they know not to use their phone? Do they know to get burners? Now listen, it may sound like I'm encouraging crime, but I'm trying to make a point here. If you're gonna do the crime right? Or don't do the crime at all. How are you using your cell phone to text back and forth these type of messages, knowing that the cell phone companies will get subpoenaed into giving the cops this information at the end of the day? It don't make sense. What is wrong with these dudes?
Where they discuss targeting a rival ICG Babies gang member. Just the import of this is the exchange ends with Sheff saying, SNM, say no more. This gets done. I got 5K for you. Later the same day, it takes place. It's going to be hard to see to orient you. It's a white SUV. It's stolen. It's a man crossing the street. He's a rival gang member from the group that is involved. They believe is involved in his house. That vehicle is stalking him, and as he starts to cross the street, that vehicle will make a left-hand turn. As they make the left-hand turn, you will not be able to see the shooters are in the car, but he shot 7 times point blank in his chest. You can see him, he tries to run away, and ultimately as he gets to that corner, he collapses.
So as y'all can see, they have everything on video. These boys are done. They got caught in 4K, and it is what it is. So at the end of the day, a lot of y'all that's saying, oh, these boys are innocent. They're not innocent. They got caught on video. They did the crime. They got to do the time. It is what it is. And I'm pretty sure that the DA and the prosecutor have way more videos than what we seeing, and it's way more clearer than what we seeing. We just seeing a portion of what they have. I'm pretty sure they got video, text messages, photos, a lot of things that we haven't seen that was in these boys' phones. So with that being said, stroll down to that comment section. Tell me what y'all think about this crazy situation. Don't forget to smash that like button. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure you subscribe with post notifications turned on.